Alright, hey guys, what's up? I haven't made a video in a while. Today I got a new used gun. I did get the TMG G17 before. I did record a review on it, but I had to delete it. So I'm gonna film something else at the moment. I'll do that after. But right here, it's a KJW M9. You may not. The guy bought a threaded barrel for it and put a G&G suppressor in there, but as you can see, it looks pretty standard. But if you notice the color tone with the hammer, it's actually a garter hammer. There's a steel hammer and valve knocker in here, and there's upgraded internals done by our local tech here. As you can see, it's pretty standard. It is full metal. He had the tinted one before, and he just got a metal lower. Also had the suppressor, the silencing foam in there too, right there. So you can see the foam in there, but we'll take that off for now. It's 14mm counterclockwise. So for the silencer, suppressor, whatever you'd like to call it, it's just a G&G Iron Mint 1. This is nothing crazy special, it's kind of beat up, but whatever. I got this out of a trade for an SRC Gen 4 gas blowback, for a gas blowback AK. No one wanted to buy it, so I was like, okay, I'll go with this. I also got an 18C out of it. That didn't really work, but everything else is perfect. So, features of the gun. It is full metal, as you can hear that. This one has a steel hammer, like I said, and valve knocker. You get the part right there. Steel valve knocker. I do believe the hammer sear is still aluminum. Slide release is still aluminum. Basically, everything else is stock on this gun. He did get a new nozzle since his old one shattered. But yeah, features. I don't know if this is stock since I never owned a KJW M9 before. I owned the M9. But right here, the bottom is steel. I'm not sure if that's just how it is on the stock one right here. But yeah, that's nice because it can counteract with the steel hammer and not wear the BBU out. The recoil spring is pretty light for shooting CO2, so right here, if you can hear that, there's kind of a small leak, but it's no big deal. Doesn't lock back since the BB follower is just a little far, but as you can see, kicks alright. My Glock kicks a little harder though. It kicks a lot harder with propane. Oh, locked back. But yeah, stop that. I'll put the mag down for a second. So, for you guys know, there is, first you get your hammer, you get your half cock, and you also get the full cock. Slide release right there. You also have your outer barrel right here, and your hop-up assemblies in there. I don't know if this one's the adjustable hop-up. I think this is like the old Marui design, so it probably doesn't. It has metal grips right here, as you can see, but it has this like rubberized feel to it, so when you rub it, it feels like rubber. You have your ambidextrous safety. You can see your iron sights are fixed to the top of the slide, unfortunately, so if it isn't aligned wrong, it will shoot off, but that's no big deal. I'm not the type of guy that would get garter shit, because garter's pretty bad. I don't think the valve knocker is garter, though, since it has a different tone. This is like that Defert coating, like my Glock parts did, but the Glock parts are bad, so I wouldn't really assume that these are good. It seems to be working fine. Hell of a lot of friction though, right there with the hammer. I don't know, it's probably stock though. Pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie, the hammer spring is kind of stiff to pull back. But yeah, it's upgraded to shoot CO2. You get your takedown lever right here if you didn't notice that. It's pretty simple design since it's running off TM's design. You also have your magazine release. I do believe these can be switched to this side as well. Don't quote me on that, pretty sure they can though. Not really much else to say. This gun's pretty standard. Now you get your serial number right here. But yeah, I mean, it feels nice. Finish is kind of shitty, but I mean, what can you do? It's KJ. The gun's pretty decent, since it's all TM compatible, and plus the previous owner already upgraded it, which is also nice. Yeah, it's nothing crazy though, but the hammer and the valve knocker is upgraded. I would assume the springs are as well. But the BBU right here is just aluminum. The plate on the bottom is steel, but yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I can state. You do have cocking serrations right here. make it easier to cock. But yeah, so if you can hear it like this, oh, it's running out of gas already. But if I put the suppressor on, yeah, it's a little more silent with the suppressor on. If you can notice that in the video, I don't know how it sounds behind the camera yet, but it should sound a little more silent. It is a little more silent when the BBs come up, but what's the point of a silencer in an airsoft gun? Shoot it for looks. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can say about this gun. It's pretty standard. I'm not sure how much the guy was selling it for. Probably not much though, since it does have a leaky CO2 magazine and garter parts. Since garter is pretty bad. Garter honestly is a joke. It's worse than the frames are alright and stuff for the Glocks. One, they're pretty nice, but I mean, parts like the slide and valve knocker and stuff, they don't really work most of the time. So you get lucky. Which is probably what happened with this hammer. Probably got lucky. The guy slipped in the right place and got it right. But yeah, I don't think there's really much else to go over on this gun. It's pretty standard, as I said. From what I heard and from my own experience with KJ, I used to own a G27 and it was really reliable to me. Same with the G23s, and I would assume that the M9s are the same since it is the same company. I also own a KJ M4, which they're really nice. My opinion. Well, there's not much selections though in Canada since KJ is like one of the bigger brands in Canada. Unfortunately, you can't get anything else. You don't see Stark arms out here. You see skeleton sidearms, which is basically the same thing. But yeah, that's about it. I'll come up with my G17 Tokyo Marui review soon. Thanks for watching.